Hello everyone, Leslie here. Today we're going to alter a pickle jar. I have a little granddaughter whose birthday is coming up in February, and her favorite color is black, and this is a piece from the DCWV Street Lace pack. So what I've done is measure from the bottom of the jar, the foot part, up to about the neck. And this was about 4.5 inches. So I decided to cut the paper at 4 1/4. So there's my piece. And I had to cut about 1 1/4 inches off from the edge. When I rolled it, and put it inside the jar, there was a lot of overlap on the paper, so I had to take it out and cut it down so that there's not such a terrible amount of gap overlap in there. Now I have a piece of this really pretty black lace. This is all I've got left. And I have a little bit of this cute lace with hearts on it from my stash. And this is all that I have left of that. I'm going to place these two laces together like that with the hot glue and my black lace stuff. I'm going to go right at the base of the neck and put a bead there, and then set that on. Okay, with this little lace that has cute little hearts on it, I'm going to do the same here. So I'll just start that there. I have some pearls on a spool, and I'm going to run them around at the top of this lace. Just to give it a little bit more girly glam, because I'm going to be putting pearls down here on the peaks. I'm going to put a little glue down here at the seam line and try and stay down there. I don't want to go up into the lid part, or she won't be able to close the lid. Okay, I'm nearing the end. So I've cut the bead off right there, so I will join the first bead and the last bead right there. So this will have to do. Alright, now I have these half-back pearls. They're from Michael's. And they're in varying sizes. Okay, I've put the pearls on the tips of each one of these pieces of black lace. Now I've got all kinds of web glue things, and somebody said that if you use a heat tool, that all of those webs will go away, so I'm going to try that. Okay, well, alright, there's that. So, now I'm going to paint the lid black. I'm going to paint this all black and down on the sides, especially on the sides and inside here. And I'm going to put a piece of this paper, I think, on top of the lid. But I think I'm just going to leave it black and then spray some varnish stuff on it to make it shiny. Okay, in order to get your paint to stick, acrylic paint or whatever, on this metal and this shiny paint, I have a, what you call it thing, a sanding block, and you just have to rough it up. You don't need to sand off all the paint. You just need to get a, they call it a tooth. Just get this scuffed up enough so that your paint will have something to stick to. And it'll even out the scratches that you put in this. They won't show through the paint. And I'm going to get in here on this. That's about all you need. Now I'm going to go find my tack cloth and clean this sanding stuff off before I paint this. Okay, there are 2 coats of paint on this lid. And I've smooched it up in there. That's normal for me. Okay, now what I'm going to use is this Krylon triple thick clear glaze. It is just above freezing here at my home, so I'm going to take this outside. It's not recommended at these temperatures, but I'm going to take this outside, and first I'm going to spray this, and then I'm going to bring it inside and let it dry. And this stuff dries quickly, but I don't want the lingering smell inside my house. And then when it dries, then I'm going to go outside and I'm going to do the top and the sides. Okay, so I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I've taken this out and sprayed it with that Krylon spray. It's still a little damp, so I'm going to set it down to dry. But it looks so pretty, all shiny. My brush strokes show up from the painting in there. But I'm going to put some stuff on the top so it's not going to be so terribly noticeable. Hey, I never said I was the queen of painting. I'm just the queen of problems. Several years ago, I bought this box of merchandise tags, and I have one or two. This is crazy. Anyway, I'm going to take a couple out. These measure 1 11/16, I guess that's wide, by 2 3/4 inches tall. Yeah, I'll take 3 out, just in case. I have a mess. Alright, I'm going to be using 2 different Stampin' Up! Stamp sets, and these are old to me. I don't know if they still sell them. This one is called Favorite Thoughts. I don't know if you can see that or not. And this one is really old, and I don't know if Stampin' Up! Still sells it, but it's called Tiny Tags. The sentiment that I'm going to use is the one that says, "Don't treat me any differently than you would a queen." My granddaughter is 15 or 16. All right, now I'm going to put this sentiment from to that corner because it's too long to just go across that way. Okay, and I'm using, is that right side up? No, of course. Tuxedo Black, Memento ink. Okay, there is my tag. All right, now now I think I can use these smaller blocks now. Whoops, that's the wrong set. This one. All right, this one has a little crown, and I'm also going to use that pretty image there. And there it is. I have a bunch of little flowers that I picked up from Michael's in their dollar bin. Oh, this was last year sometime. How did we get into it there? And last year at the Dollar Tree, I think it was, I found these butterflies. They're really pretty. Their little wings they stand out. And they're kind of psychedelic, sparkly on the back. Okay, these are what's left over from my rhinestones from Stampin' Up! When they first came out. So this is quite a number of years ago, and they've kind of turned a little yellow from age, but I think they'll work just fine. I'm going to put some little dots . This stuff doesn't doesn't dry right away, immediately, so I can, see, I put that little trail. Now I'm gonna take these little rhinestones . Okay, you come back here. Alright, so there's the lid. Now I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to let the glue dry. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed this long-winded tutorial. If you've enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. And please feel free to subscribe. I appreciate you coming by and watching me put together an old pickle jar. So until next time, you go show someone how special they are. Bye.